Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
When people are asked if they have treated someone differently because of race, gender, or religion, a common answer is "I don't see gender" or "I don't see race." Hopefully, this is said with good intentions, meaning you don't discriminate or undermine because of this. But isn't your gender, race, and religion important to you? Doesn't it have a part in defining you? To say "I don't see gender or race" implies equality, but simultaneously undermines identity and uniqueness. I want people to recognize that I am a Jewish girl, different from other religions and other genders. I am proud of my identity, and I celebrate it. That being said, I don't want to be given special treatment to, or to be thought lesser of. This raises the question of, what is the correct balance of treating everyone equally, but at the same time celebrating uniqueness? A similar dilemma is raised in this week's Haftorah, Isaiah chapter 60. The Haftorah takes place after the Persians conquered the Babylonians in 539 BCE and allowed exiled peoples to return to their homelands. Isaiah's goal in chapters 40 through 66 is to bring the Israelites back to the land of Judah, a task which proves challenging. This particular Haftorah addresses Jerusalem, which, since its destruction in 586 BCE, has been in ruins, uninhabited, and lacking visitors. Isaiah comforts Jerusalem, envisioning her children, the Jews, coming back and returning to inhabit her, and many foreign visitors bringing gifts to the holy city. This following verse in Isaiah depicts how doted upon Jerusalem will be. Foreigners shall rebuild your walls. Their kings shall wait upon you. These lines are very important because it states that even foreigners will help to rebuild Jerusalem. Shalom Paul says, "Just as the foreigners destroyed the walls of Jerusalem and brought down the deconstruction of the temple, so now they shall participate in their rebuilding." Even kings from all over will want to serve Jerusalem. Isaiah is expressing a radical universalism for his time. Isaiah not only welcomes the foreigners who have joined the Israelite religious community during the Babylonian-Persian period, but also sees their participation in a positive way. Many others, however, did not accept the inclusion of foreigners, as it states in the book of Ezra. When the emissaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the returned exiles were building a temple to the Lord God of Israel, they approached Zerubbabel and the chiefs of the clans and said to them, "Let us build with you, since we too worship your God, having offered sacrifices to him since the time of King Esarhaddon of Assyria, who brought us here." Zerubbabel, Yeshua, and the rest of the chiefs of the clans of Israel answered them, "It is not for you and us to build a house to our God, but we alone will do it to the Lord God of Israel." The book of Ezra reflects the views of the Judean isolationists who opposed foreigners participating in Israelite religious activity, including the reconstruction of the temple. Ezra and Isaiah represent an inter-biblical dispute over the inclusion of foreigners in Israelite religious life. Isaiah is universal in thinking, allowing foreigners to participate, whereas Ezra, in the words of Shalom Paul, has an exclusivist, ethno-cultic worldview. In other words, Isaiah thought God is everyone's God, and Judaism is so awesome, why not let everyone participate? On the other hand, Ezra thought Judaism is a special, unique identity, and it isn't special if people of all religions can participate in the same way. This relates back to my introductory question of what about the correct balance of treating everyone equally, but at the same time celebrating uniqueness. I see both sides of this dilemma. Like Isaiah, I believe Judaism should be open to all, and we should celebrate everyone's participation. And, like Ezra, I believe there are certain rights reserved to those who are formally part of the community. Nevertheless, Isaiah's point is more important. It is more important to include all than to maintain an exclusive group. As a community, country, and world, I believe we need to take Isaiah's ideas into account. If we do this, we can all come together, even though we are different. Yet there is still this unanswered question. What is the correct balance of treating everyone equally, but at the same time, celebrating uniqueness? There is no correct answer, but the foundation is equal chances in celebrating differences. For instance, when I was in kindergarten in first grade, we learned about different winter celebrations, even though most of the students celebrated Christmas. We learned about Christmas in America, South America, and Europe, and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. As I become a bat mitzvah, I hope to have an open mind, work on inclusion, and celebrate uniqueness. I hope to make this world a better place by taking Isaiah's ideas to heart. Shabbat Shalom.